Hi, welcome back to another video in this world. It's been a bit of a while since I made a video for this series because I've actually been making the manhunt videos. And yes, you're probably very confused with what you're seeing. This wasn't here in the last episode, but I have to explain this. So, I recorded the last video, but it actually, none of the stuff that I did in the video stayed. All of the video was gone. So unfortunately, I had to get rid of that video because it was useless. But I can sum up what happened in the last video very, very quickly. I organized my chest system a little bit. We've got our valuables in here. I did go mining a lot in the last video for about an hour. We have full of diamond tools now. And a potato farm out the back, which I said we were going to do at the end of the first video, I think. Now, you're probably wondering what this is, but actually my friend, Caden, he's actually one of the hunters in my manhunt series. He was actually in the last video, but it got cut out once again. This area is going to get completely demolished in this part because I'm going to terraform it away. Except the problem is I'm too lazy to do that now, and without enchants. What I am going to do right now is work around the enchant problem and actually make an enchantment area very quickly. And just give me a second. You're probably also seeing this over here. This is a super smelter system for my base. If you didn't know already, my base idea, or for the big thing that's going to go back here, that's going to be a big castle, pretty much. And, of course, you need a lot of stone for a big castle, and a lot of cobblestone. But my plan is I'm going to use a gradient for it, and the gradient that I want to go with is pretty simple. It would go cobblestone, andesite. I don't actually have any andesite. So it would go cobblestone, andesite, stone, and then stone brick. Pretty simple. So before it becomes night, I want to quickly do something which involves making lampposts for this area. Now, as you can tell, I don't have the biggest supply of iron, but I'm still going to use lanterns anyway because they look very nice. One will go here, one will go here, one will go here. It's going to be kind of random. It's not going to be the same on each side. One will go here, 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 and probably not there just because I have other plans for that area. So, the design is pretty simple. It goes a bit like this. So we take these, and the design is just like this. It's not the best thing I've ever seen or made, but at least it'll light up the area a little bit. There we go, that's not bad, and it lights up the area pretty well. Now obviously it's not the brightest thing for everywhere, so I'm just going to light up around the area a bit more. Okay, now that the place is thoroughly lit up, we can actually start the enchantment area. So, let's get to it. This looks more like some sort of ritual than an enchantment area, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. There we go. Now let me just quickly, of course, this is a very important part to leave the enchantment table. There we go. Now, I'm just gonna see how much leather and paper that I actually have. Now, we can put 2 books in. Now, I have a ton of lapis from the trip. I don't know how I have exactly 4 stacks, but I'm just going to show you right now. I was going to show you at the beginning of the video, and I totally forgot to show you, but I'm going to show you now. Since I'm on Bedrock Edition, If cheats were on up here, it would say achievements cannot be unlocked. Now, if you don't believe me, you can go see for yourself. But this is a pretty easy way for me to show you that I haven't been cheating at all. Now, this is giving me efficiency 2 for my shovel. Will it give me unbreaking? No, it won't. Okay. Now, I'm also going to make one of these. And put it right here. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. Now, I have a ton of cobblestone left over, but I don't really want to use that for what I'm doing next. Except I might have to. And I surprisingly don't have that much, actually. I thought I would have much more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this cobblestone for cobblestone walls. About a stack and a half of them. And you can maybe guess what I'm going to do. But I'm going to put something over here, which is going to be very useful. Especially for the enchantment table. And that's going to be a cow farm. Okay, I think I'll go with this. Not the biggest amount. But pretty big, I'd say. Now if we put a spruce fence gate right here, it should connect it all together. And now we're in. Now, of course, I need to make it look nice, because I always do that stuff. I could use torches, but like I said, of course, I have to make everything look super nice and cool, because that's the kind of person I am. But now, since we've got some lanterns here, it looks much nicer. And it'll keep it bright. And the area is pretty well lit up. But I'm not actually skipping this night, because I need bone meal. For specific reasons. Oh my god, that is a decked out skeleton. Oh my. Seriously? Ah! Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, that genuinely scared me. But what I did really quickly was I made a ton of, not a ton, but I made wheat so I can bring cows into the pen. Now I just need to find some cows. Cow's been acquired. Now I just need second cow. You are not a cow. No entourage is allowed. Cow has been acquired. I already said that. I should probably go find the second cow now. I've literally been looking for like 5 minutes now. How is it this hard to find a cow? Wrong cow. It's never taken me this long to find a cow before. Oh my god. There are non-existent cows, I swear! Oh my god, I give up. I'm finding a cow off camera. And I'm starting the base. This recording session is starting to get long. Okay. Now I'm going to take my shovel. And I'm going to do a bit of terraforming here. Oh wow. This hurts. You know, I'm going to cut this part out while I do this, because I have to spam my controller to get rid of this as quick as possible. And I swear it is the clickiest thing ever. Listen to this. It sounds like I have a keyboard. It literally sounds like I have a keyboard, but I don't. It's so annoying. So I'm going to cut this out, and I'll see you once I've terraformed this a bit. So, this has taken a lot of work, and as you can see, it's not even that much, to be honest, but whatever. Now, I'm moving this path over just because I want it to be a bit more centered. You'll see what I mean in a second. There's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 block gap in the middle. Like this. This is going to be the entrance. Now, if we put some of these, we can actually start the towers. At least one of the towers. Now, it's not going to be the same on each side. But this actually isn't where the castle is. Yeah, I'm going to have to move this back, actually. As you can see, I've just got a very simple floor plan for the front lined up. Now the towers are going to be very simple. They're not going to be that big. Now this entire base itself isn't going to be the biggest thing, but this isn't actually where the castle starts. This is just the courtyard, actually. If you don't know how a gradient works in this game, it's pretty simple. So the way a gradient works is you take 4 blocks that seem like the same color or same shade or somewhat alike maybe, and then you pretty much just make it so they kind of mix into each other at the higher the building goes. So see how this is kind of random here? This is because it's slowly fading out of the cobblestone, and it's going to then go into the next block, which is actually andesite. Now on areas of 2, add, sometimes you can get little areas of 2 like this maybe. If you do that, add 1 or 2 blocks on top of it, and it looks you can kind of see how it will fade a little bit. Now sometimes on top of gaps, you can also put blocks like this a little bit. So there we go, a little bit. Now I've still got 6 remaining cobblestone, so I'm going to add 1 more layer with where there's a big area where there's no cobblestone. On this layer, you would put like 1. Now, right now, this probably looks super weird to you, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did, because yes, it is a bit confusing until you put the other blocks in. But once we put the other blocks in, you'll see it. So we're gonna do 3 on each side for this layer. There we go. Now, once again, it does look a bit confusing. Yes, it does look very confusing, but I'm going to quickly skip through this knife and then grab a bit of andesite just to fill it up to that layer so you can kind of see what it's supposed to look like. So I went and mined an andesite chunk, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like on a gradient. Now that was so satisfying. I had the exact amount to finish it, but as you can see, up close, it's not the best thing, but when you go far away, it has a bit of a texture to it. Do you see what I mean? And I like that about gradients. Cool thing to do. You should maybe try it out sometimes. So, I think that's all I'm gonna do for the castle for this video. I think I'm actually probably gonna wrap up this video soon, but as you can see, nice little castle walls. And I've also just realized that I've done this wrong. I need more andesite. There we go, now it's fixed. Let me actually sort out this path a little bit very quickly. I'm gonna stick with it now, but actually I think that's going to be enough for this video, and in the next video I want to actually finish the enchantment area and of course continue work on the castle. For the second part, or for the next episode, I'm probably going to finish this front area, and that's pretty much it probably. But that means I'm gonna have to gather a lot of stone off camera. Or maybe in a time lapse. I don't know which one, but I'll figure it out when I make the next video. Anyway, please subscribe. Please. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.